folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going here. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He's got him open. Watch out. He's got great speed. Benson blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Longhorns. He will score. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time early.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and, of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. That wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Has the 1st down and more. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a 1st down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They're bringing down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They feed the fullback this time. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hand off to the back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the...
It's a fake. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Good for a first down. Touchdown, Alabama. No chance to catch him there. Now the touchdown off the trick play, and the punter executes the pass pretty well there, Kurt.
Yeah, how about this punter showing the arm there with a nice touch for the touchdown? But also, how about the head coach and the special teams coordinator? It takes a lot of courage to call that play, hoping that it'll work out.
It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the other men. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. A deep shot right down the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got a man down the middle. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run it here. Powers through. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Game makes it second and medium. He looks for an open man. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this...
Look at that. He's still going. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second and 3.
Another positive run on first and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Looking for some space. It's Hill. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bama.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offense...
It's blocked. They scoop it up. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And he's who's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Lacy. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One play, they're already past the 40, first and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quick completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught, second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's King. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Inside the 25. 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's how you close a half off as an offense. Leaning on the run game. Get into the end zone, and now you've got a chance to take the lead before the half. You talk about potentially ending this half on a high note.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Caught by the receiver. They'll have to hurry now. Second down, the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, it's just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Now the try for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the 2-point try. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken to one of the up men. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Lacy. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Texas.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Free. He's got the first and still going. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. A squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Lacy. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Drive stays alive. They've got first down completion. An inside give now from the shotgun. Look out, moves a run here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Behind the line, it's Winston. He finally makes the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Looking to pass, it's Lacy. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Coming back onto the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. As the tight end flexes out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. That one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Lacy. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a 1st down.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offensive machine. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he's tackled at the 2. Bad decision to bring that out. Great coverage. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. What a grab by the freshman. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Short throw complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Hill. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll use the ground game here. Well, the defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Pass complete on a crossing route. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They'll try the ground game here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss in the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. We'll give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's getting boxed in. The defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And a drive that just won't end. It's third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game.